Composition of an atom. The atom is consists of three basic principles, which are that it contains the amount of electronegativity from the configuration of electrons. The amount of electronegativity is the amount of electronic energy that is produced by the interaction of photonic wave particles' collision into the nucleus of an atom. The neutral charge of a neutron carries a conductible charge. Of photonic interaction with the photonic energies is consisted of pure electronegativity and is a hollow shell of plasmatic ionization that travels at the speed of light, which is able to pass through what we perceive as matter. The matter is composed of atoms, and the configuration of atomic bonding and stability of multiple atoms produce molecular configuration. The concept of electronegativity interaction with a positive charge, that which is produced by protons, is the opposite polarity attract. Yet the attraction is not as strong when the neutron holds a minuscule amount of electronegativity and composed of a different state of matter, to which we shall proclaim it to be dark matter. The composition of electrons and protons consisted of light matter. A electronical charge neutron does in turn convert itself into a possible proton or a neutron configuration, the atom into a possible isotope or an ion. The configuration of matter is composed of two common states, which are dark and light matter. Think of the proton to solidified light and the electron to be charged with more of a magnitude of electronegativity, which causes it to lose mass over time due to the decay from the attraction of dark energy. The closer the electron is within the reach of the nucleus of an atom, the more it desolates, and the more likely it would cause destabilization of the atom. Yet there is a possible electron transfer and occurs when a more of a magnitude of isotropic energy is with the local distance of an electron. The speed of an electron is consisted of the amount of electronegativity it holds and the interaction of a wavelength frequency radiation that proton is charged with the composition of a nucleus. There is an atomoscopic gap between each particle of the atom. The shell of electromagnetic configuration of a proton is like a force field around it that is not completely connected to the neutron. Instead, it's revolving around in a, so to speak, spherical rotation around the neutron. When there is a larger gap between the distance of a proton and neutron, the attraction of an electron is more likely to place itself closer to the nucleus. This has to do with the attraction of dark energy interacting with light energy. When particles of the atom completely fuse with each other due to nuclear fusion, particles break in the form of annihilation as the configuration of a proton is separated and the electron is completely inhaled by the dark matter composition of the neutron as the photonic wave formulates into gamma radiation as the wavelength density is increased. The dark energies has no restraints and then travels to the next strongest electronegative force, causing destabilizing the molecule bond. Destabilizing the molecule bond. The process is that which the nucleus rips apart and then the broken down particles travel to the next strongest force to bond, and when an immense amount of particles break apart, the configuration of an alpha particles hold a force that is magnitude ratio of what is the percentage of the full construction. When an atom breaks apart, it releases energy, specifically gamma radiation, when a density of electromagnetic waves that can pass through matter from the amount of velocity it is traveling. The velocity of the traversal rate is passing through matter, the density of its mass increase, causing it to slow down or warp the pattern from its travels. When the stream of radioactive decay occurs from the propulsion of gamma radiation, it carries all interactive amounts of dark energies to stabilize its center, which massifies into another configuration of a nuclear particle. The elimination of gamma radiation from the stream it carries is due to the absorption of dual polarities. The transfer radiance caused the next configuration of atoms into molecule stability. That yet, when the stream of gamma radiation is propagating the attraction of the protons, occur that if the magnitude of gamma radiation is strong enough, then the wavelength density increase and the massification of an alpha particle occurs. The gamma radiation acts as a gravitational pull to the center of the bonding of a loose proton and neutron, yet when the electron configuration of an ionic bond occurs to be above noble limits, it compresses into further annihilation. There must be a fusion in order for a fission. The fission of an atom occurs when the particles are compressed into a complete bond and the gap between each wavelength frequency intensifies then repels.